Dr. Jykle, a well-known London physician, was loved and honored by his many friends and associates. One day, he summoned Mr. Utterson, his attorney and closest friend, for the purpose of drawing up his will. This seemingly unimportant and businesslike incident was really much more. It was the beginning of one of the strangest stories you have ever heard. Utterson, I wish to draw up a new will. Flushed with anger, Hyde cried out,
"He never told you! You lie!"
Hyde entered the house, locking the door behind him. Walking just around the corner, Utterson knocked on the door of a fine-looking house and was admitted by the butler. Whatever you may think about him, Utterson, I have a very great interest in poor Hyde. He told me you had seen him, and I think he was rude. I cannot tell you any more, but you must promise me that you will see that he gets his rights. Utterson promised and soon left. A short time later, Dr. Jykle went into his laboratory and mixed a solution from the various vials in his cabinet. When he was done, he held the glass up to the light. His face was aglow with wild expectancy. Then he swallowed the strange mixture. In a moment, he was overcome by convulsive tortures. His features took on a contorted appearance. His body slowly shrank till his clothes hung loosely on his frame. Hairy paws stuck out from the sleeves of his shirt. In a few moments, the complete transformation had taken place. Dr. Henry Jykle, the eminent and respected physician, had become Edward Hyde.
Now I am once more free from that righteous old doctor. I shall go out and taste of life as Henry Jykle has never dared dream.
Changing his clothes, Hyde stealthily went out into the night. Dr. Jykle spent his daylight hours as a beloved physician. But at night, as Mr. Hyde, he roamed the ill-reputed sections of London, plying his career of sin and wanton crime. When he was ready to return to the personality of Dr. Jykle, he would return to his home and enter through the laboratory door. He would then prepare the drug potion, swallow it, and after a change of clothes, become the distinguished doctor again. This dual personality of Dr. Jykle and Mr. Hyde would have probably gone on without detection if it were not for an incident that occurred nearly a year later. One night, a servant in a house near the river was seated by her window. By the light of the moon, she saw two figures approaching each other from opposite directions. She recognized the little man as Mr. Hyde, who had on occasion visited her master. As they met, the other gentleman bowed and spoke softly to Mr. Hyde. Suddenly, seized with an uncontrollable rage, Hyde struck the old gentleman with his stick and clubbed him to the ground. With ape-like fury, Hyde trampled his victim. Then he again loosed a hail of blows with his stick on the poor man. Leaving the broken, dead body in the roadway, Hyde hurried away and disappeared in the shadows. Stunned by what she had seen, the maid let out a scream and fainted dead away.